The first Saturday in May has become a yearly tradition in Smith County. It's the day of the Jordan Hackett race. When Stephen and Karen Hackett started the race back in 2004, they didn't know what to expect.
When we first started, we had no idea what we were doing. We had been to some 5Ks before and just kind of got some ideas from those races, but we had no idea what we were doing and didn't know what to expect. But it's kind of grown over the years, and we've kind of gotten better at it, and I wouldn't say good at it, but we're learning. We still learn.
He's being modest. The race is like a well-oiled machine.
I keep up with all the forms as they come in so that we can place the t-shirt order the medals and the plaques, and line up the timer, and just try to think about everything that needs to be done as far as who all's going to be helping, so we can contact them and make sure they know the date and that we're counting on them to be here, that kind of thing.
The day before, I'm out here putting up the sponsorship signs, making sure the mile marker signs are where they need to be. The day of the race, I get out here really early and make sure that tents are put up, the cones are put out on the race course.
And they've got a ton of volunteers and sponsors that help them out along the way.
There are so many people on the day of the race that are committed to being here in a timely fashion. There's so many things to be done.
We started out parking cars at the very first race, just right outside the pavilion here, and we filled it up very quickly, and then we ended up parking cars in the field.
We get up at 5 o'clock on that Saturday, and everybody gets ready, and we go get the ice, and we come and we fill up the ice troughs, and then they do the name tags and such as that, and it's always been something we do.
The race has also helped to spark a love of running in many around the area.
She knew I had just taken up running, and I had never run a race, and because of Karen, I've run hundreds of races.
I think the fun run's fun because you just don't go that far, and I think it would be more fun for the little kids just to get their first go and to run a long way.
I ran the fun run in 2013, and I won first place in that race. And I decided that I liked running, so I tried it every year, and I was competitive. I always set a goal, as in I wanted to win first place in the 5K. And last year, in 2019, I did finally win it.
The race is a real community event. The first race had 200 participants and raised $9,000 in memory of Jordan. Over the years, the foundation has raised over $500,000.
In 2007, it was pouring the rain when we got here. And I thought, well, we probably won't have too many people here today in this rain, and that's very understandable. That was the first year that it rained. And about 20 till 8, I looked up at the traffic coming in, and it was bumper to bumper. I could see that because they had their lights on in the rain. And my prayer had been over the year for the Lord to bless us on that day, to bless us with a good race. And I didn't pray for good weather. I prayed the Lord would bless us. And it hit me standing there that seeing all those people pulling in the pouring rain was a blessing just as much as if it had been sunny and there'd been 1,000 here.
Smith County is a very special place. It's made up of very special people. And ultimately, Smith County helps one another. And I think that's something that's pretty unique in this world. And the people here are really what makes the difference in making this event very special.
Just to be a part of it, to be here and to fellowship with all the people that come here. Sometimes it's the only time you'll get to see somebody in every year, that one day, and it's just a blessing to be a part of that, to help, to volunteer to help two wonderful people to put on something that they do so much with, that benefits so many people.
It's just really the awareness of what one life can do and how much it can change people's lives for the better, and that we all can do something. And it gives us, I think most of us, an appreciation for Stephen and Karen and how they took something that could have been devastating and detrimental to their lives, and instead they've made it a blessing for themselves and for others.
A few years ago, a new team category was introduced at the 5K race. A lot of teams have participated over the years, and many of the teams support families with similar stories to that of the Hacketts. And they're thankful for the support Stephen and Karen provide.
In 2015, my son Easton passed away with leukemia. It's amazing that God puts people in your life and you don't even realize the connection until years later. But Stephen and Karen were very, very supportive of us during that time. And the Jordan Hackett Foundation helped our family tremendously. It's a way to pay it forward. I've been where they are, and I know that hurt. And to have all the people come, even if not one person race, but just to come and support them on that day, that is such a blessing to your heart, and it's like a piece of your child gets to live on. So we do that for Easton, and we do it also for Jordan.
The Lord has blessed us enough to be able to give to them. We're just glad they're here.
This year, the Hacketts have had to postpone the race due to the COVID-19 pandemic.
The only other time we've ever canceled the race or postponed it was 10 years ago when the flood hit in Nashville. And, you know, we had a little certainty there. We knew that we could put it off for a month and come back. But with this, we really don't know.
But hopefully this summer they'll release that restriction and we'll be able to look at the first part of September. If that doesn't work out, we may consider having a virtual race this time. We would much rather have one live where everyone can come and have a good day. But if it doesn't work out this year, then we'll just do the best we can and go from there. But we'll try to keep everyone posted with plenty of time to train.
You can still fill out your race form on the website, and that money will be included in donations to the Ronald McDonald House and Vanderbilt Children's Hospital. In Carthage, J.R. Smith, Smith County Insider. This video has been brought to you by these fine sponsors.